these guys was on them cards too, but they was kind of like they won the main events and they won having battles that made or break them. My first big battle was Arsenal, was made or break. Ever since then, I had no nights off, no opponents, the smallest name on my resume is probably Bill Collector. And Bill Collector is Bill Collector. So I'm like, I had to do this against the best comp in the world for 12 years. I didn't fall off. I didn't have no stretch where the niggas was tired of seeing me battle. I didn't have no stretch of rounds where I no haymakers, no rememberable moments or nothing for 12 years.
Yeah, so the only things, because obviously I have you in my top 5 all time most
Yeah.
consistent. The only things I would take away from were the hiatuses. So like the
Mm-hmm.
first Wildin' Out, when you went on Wildin' Out and you didn't battle again till K-Shine. From that period to Tay Rock, like you battled twice in like 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm consistent with that point. Like Lux and Mook, they're not anywhere near this
Yeah.
debate, at least for me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and you came back and you were still consistently great, which is, for me, that's the biggest thing about you. I think you're the most consistently great battle rapper. I don't think there's really a battle that you ever took off. I think
You
my
know
least
what,
favorite
Greedy?
performance probably Conceited.
Yeah, and that's just one round. Cause my most least favorable battle is Hollow. I just had one round, but my second and third was, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really like that at all. But my first and second verse kind is still some of the best rounds that you can go, you know what I'm saying, quoting whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I agree. But what I just want to say, that's probably what I'm arguing. And you said that I ain't know what you said. You said consistently great. So I'm probably thinking I want to argue and say ain't nobody been as great for as long as I have. So I've been consistent too, but the other guys you're gonna say Tay Rock because they've been battled from 2010 to 2022 with no hiatus, even though they had drop offs or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, but they've been battling. Since I take a year or two off and then come back and give you 2, 3, but it's still great. So I've been the most consistently great. I might take that. Let me still try to argue for a little minute right quick, but I might take that. I might take that. Well, I took it personally earlier. We want to talk to some fans and listen. I want to see what the fans say too, because a lot of people have some great points too. But now you're right, Greedy. Might be the most consistently great because I still got 36 battles. You see what I'm saying? So for
Facts.
me to be able to take off and battle 4 times in 4 years and still got 36 battles. I mean, at one point in time, I was 7 a year, 7, 8 a year.
I think maybe I'm forgetting. So I don't really think there's anybody that took off for as long as you did before K-Shine and came back like that primed and on like
Mm-hmm.
on your A game. Maybe Lux versus Cal, maybe maybe
Mm-hmm.
Daylight versus Rock, but there's only like 3 or 4 of them. Goods versus Rock.
Girls was all for, yeah. You right? Because let me see. Well, how long that was a 3 year? That was. I think you talking about me and I think it was me and Shine. You mean? I mean me and Suge, not
Yeah,
me and Shine.
you and Shug.
Yeah, me and Suge. Okay, so me and Suge. Yeah, because I battled Surf 2014. Then I battled Suge 20. It was only 2 years. I thought it was 3 years. So it was 2 years.
Yeah, what was that on, like the high stakes too?
Yeah, when I battled Suge. Yeah.
That was like the top of 2017, so like 2.5 years.
Oh, top of 2017. Okay. And then I battled Shine 17 and Tay Rock 18 too. Okay. Yeah, so about 3 years. Okay, bet. So yeah, Goods took off. I think Goods took off. Uh, was it close 2 years? So Goods did it, and then Lux, when he battled Cal in 2011, he battled in 2009.
Yeah, so they was all about 2 years.
About
Daylight,
the same. Okay.
his
And
his,
then
his
Daylight
last
versus.
his last one was probably like, I think, like Ill Will on RBE or Loso on RBE.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. Now that's good points though. Cause like I said, I'm a fan of Rock. Like what Rock did. Rock the only person I can argue resumes with him, like him and Verb, because they battle every. See, the difference between me, you just can't. I don't battle everybody. I just battle all the best. Like you can argue niggas gonna be greater now, but I argue all the best meaning names. Like so, you know what I'm saying. But they'll battle whoever. Like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
When I
you
say
are a
names,
Lux or Mook on someone's resume.
yeah, exactly. Cause like when I say like they battle JC and all them, like them are names too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying like when it comes like the big names. So like that's why I say I think the smallest name on my resume, besides the me battling for 5,000 on the spot with being single or little stuff like that, like professional league wise. And that might be interesting. I might need you to look that up. It's the smallest name I battled. Bill Collector.
Well, who was the dude you battled at St. Louis on the home league?
Byron Blake.
Yeah, that's a
That's
dude from
that's the
yeah,
one.
that dude. Well,
And
what I mean,
you
yeah,
got Casino.
Like
You got
an
Casino.
yeah,
actual
no,
like
no.
big
I
battle.
said when I say professional, I mean on a league. Like them two one leagues. I'm talking about like URL, RBE, Guerrilla Warfare, KOTD, UW, Don't Flop. You know the main leagues, like
Yeah.
them are like professional leagues. I
I
know a
would
league don't got
say
to be.
I would say is Bill Collector a bigger name than Cortez?
Yeah, Cortez was a bigger name than
Yeah.
Bill because Bill ain't never been on no Gnomes or Summer Madnesses. I don't think, right?
He was on one Summer Madness, but it was like the Ultimate Madness finals, and it was a bad look.
Oh, okay,
The
you
the
talking about
him
like that?
versus the
Okay,
Holmesy.
yeah. Oh, that was so okay because he won from the thing. Okay, well, what
Yeah,
I mean it was saying like Cortez, but basically Bill
I know what
Clinton's
you're
name
saying.
at they peak. Well, his name might be bigger now, but like at the era when the era was ever, Cortez's name was always bigger than Bill's. Bill got hot late, so you know what I'm
Okay.
saying. So that's why I
Yeah,
give Cortez the edge.
it might
So
be
that's crazy.
Rich Dollars.
And what's crazy is Rich Dollars name
We
was
not doing
yeah,
that to
like
Bill,
yeah,
man.
cause he beat Arsenal. I mean back then, you know, he was coming off a good Arsenal battle, goods, my he battled on the first smack card ever, right? I
Nah,
don't think I think
I'm with you.
I want that's crazy. I want to ask the fans. I really think who name is bigger? Not a clue because it's kind of tricky because of course you know it's bill collector now, but it's like as Rich Dollars or bill collector. But it'll be between them two. Like, look, my Lord name battles is Rich Dollars, and we talking about Rich when Rich Dollars was Rich Dollars. He got now. You know what? I got to see Bill collect the resume because Rich got ill. He battled ill, young ill, Calicoe, Hitman, Miles. I don't know. I don't know, bro. That's a good
I'm
one.
Yeah, he might have the edge just because of like the era, because Bill came in with that whole first class and
With
all the
the
B
John
Magics and the
now.
John. Yeah,
Yeah,
and he has like
yeah.
classics with all of them and shit, and then he's got you on his resume, he's got DNA on
Mm-hmm.
his resume,
He got
he's
T
battled
Rex
the
on it. He got T
Danny's of the
Rex on his
world, he
resume.
got T-Rex on
T
his
Rex.
resume, he's got
Yeah.
Arsenal on his resume. um
You know what? Oh, you know what? No, but Rich Dollars do too. No. I mean, Rich Dollars, he about to clean in Detroit, but he on that's a classic card, classic legendary whole card. I guess can we start judging off who was on the bigger cards? And can you
uh
get that to do that
that's always a
count out?
factor for me.
Because Rich Dollars was on the first Detroit card. That's legendary. He was on the first Smack card ever up there. And was he on that card when Math Battle Rex?
uh I can't remember.
Cause what card when Mouth had to tell him? I mean, when Miles told him pull your shit together. He's like pull. And then I remember Il saying, "You somebody had to tell you pull your shit together, Richie." When he battled Miles, what battle was
That
that
was
called when he battled Miles?
was that the Midwest Massacre?
Nah, he wasn't on. Nah, he wasn't because Rich ain't from the Midwest. Miles battled a Verb.
I don't.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I remember
It
I
was
can
a
remember.
URL card. I don't know.
Yeah, it
Was
was
it?
because I
Did it
remember
have a
Calico.
name even?
Because I remember him telling Calico I, that my last battle I was off from the start. But them last two rounds, I made Miles look like a walk in the park. So I remember him saying that. You know, oh, Rich battled
That
Tay
was
Rock too.
fire.
Yeah, that was fire. Now that was fire. You know, I
Yeah,
don't forget the
he
bars.
he battled Tay Rock too, but Tay Rock fucked him up. That battle was kind of
Yeah,
close on
yeah,
camera, but
yeah,
he was
yeah.
fucking
I
Rich
tell
up
you,
in that room.
yeah. But I'm just saying his resume because that's a good argument about is Bill Collector a bigger name in battle rap than Rich Dollars. But then again, the only thing that helps Rich is because he's from the era where people just kind of remember it more, so it's more classic. Because right now it's hard to get a classic moment. You got so many events, you know what I'm saying, that kind of run over each other. So if it ain't a classic moment, it's gonna get out of
Yeah,
sight, out of mind. So back then, you remember these Christmas drops and the first of this. That's what helped Rich.
it's a give and
You know.
take, right? Because like earlier, how I was just saying to you how Geechi was blessed with being in an era where there's 10, 15 major battle rap events a year and shit. So
Mm-hmm.
you can battle 5, 10 top tiers in one year on URL.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what y'all era and
Man,
shit, it was
fuck
like
that list, man.
the way y'all are all
That's a
credited now,
ass
it's like
list, Greasy.
You,
every single battle, not every single battle from back then is like a big battle.
All
Like
niggas don't know.
anybody having anybody from your class on your resume is a big battle, and y'all all battled each other.
Y'all,
you right. So Calico, talk your shit, cause I ain't gonna lie.
I,
You know, we be talking our shit.
Why is
I
my
feel
I
that
don't
status?
feel like I don't feel
I
like
think
they know what
I think you
consistency
get left off
is,
a lot.
bro.
I think you get left off a lot. But to your what you speak your piece. What you feel consistency
I
is,
feel
Kyle.
I feel first of all, bro, the game we in, we can't just we can't just make consistency a nigga battling a lot because that's not good. That's not a plus because you battled 200 times this year. That's not a fucking plus.
Okay, we just gotta go to Kroger's.
Yeah.
But at the same
Okay.
time, I feel like niggas like me, Surf, Holla, we don't even have regular battles. All our battles is huge battles, and we win them. So how
Mhm.
the fuck we not the most
Yeah.
consistent?
Yeah.
So
So
I want to say for the record, Cal, I had you as one of my honorable mentions. I was just talking about you in
Fuck
another
all that
space.
though.
I feel like you're one of them, but you're just not top five. Like
let me
these
see. My fault. You finish greedy.
Not yeah, these people that you're so when you talk about you, I feel like there's a period where people feel like you had a drop off. You have a couple battles where you won, but I don't really think people are checking for Calicoe versus Big K. I had you beating Briz, but people weren't really checking for that, and you were kind of just chilling for a little minute. Surf had a
Okay.
period where he was showing up with 2 rounds half the time, and he was bullshitting in some of his battles. I don't think any of the guys on this list, Tay Rock, Geechi, DNA,
But
Hitman,
no.
Nitty,
But I ain't
That's
really
why I
have
want
one
to
of
surf.
argue
those.
with you at. Wait. That's why I argue with you at. Because out of DNA, 140 battles, 90 of those, and out of Geechi 70
Yeah,
battles, about 50, 40 of those are the things you said. Like
yeah.
nobody remember them.
Nobody remembers none of
Nobody.
them battles.
So I'll agree with you because I was actually gonna finish and say except DNA probably has a time period like that. I think DNA like because there's different facets when we're talking consistency. We can agree on that.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
I think he like overcomes that part with the sheer amount of work. Like he might not have always been at a high level and been consistently great like y'all, but he's got like 140 battles and no
I
chokes,
got a question.
always showing up.
I got a question. Okay, when do wins matter though? If I battle, if you saying, well, nobody was checking that, but I got you winning it. Nobody was checking for this, but I got you winning it. What when do that matter? That okay, I won't even speak on Surf at this point. We all know Surf is great, but when it comes to me and Holla, what when do it matter that okay, even when we do battle and it's been a year, we win though. That don't have nothing to do with consistency.
No, that matters a lot. I think the fact that you win so much and are a main event high level competitor is what puts you because you only got 25 battles. So compared to a Tay Rock with 55, a Geechi Gotti with 70, a Rum Nitty with
But it's
70,
losses
80,
at 70 and them 50. There's so many losses though.
but it's a lot
So,
more fights.
yeah.
But
So my thing
so
is
that
this though.
so
So
that's what
this is my
consistency is
argument.
to you. Just battling a lot.
Yeah. So my argument is this: would you rather see somebody who battled 30, 40 times, but out of them 40 times, 40 names are like super top tier names
Yeah.
and do good, or out of 140 or out of even 70, You know what I'm saying? Like 45, 50, not even name. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just
Yeah.
trying to.
No,
That's
but
my whole argument.
I can't agree. I think 40 to 50 are big names. He has small names on his resume and everything, but Geechi has literally battled everybody except Mook, Rex, Iron Solomon, and Hollow. There's nobody else,
Well, I
and
was talking
you,
about
and
I was
you.
talking about the DNA. I was talking about the DNA when I said
Yeah,
the
I
50.
agree that
But
Geechee
you,
is one of the most consistent.
with Geechee, yeah, I'm just saying out of
But
40, out of
yeah,
50
DNA
battles,
does
so
though.
Geechee got. Yeah, I was talking about DNA. My fault. So how many battles Geechee got?
Geechi got about I got to count because some of his battles on the app are on YouTube too, but he's got like 28 battles on the app and
So
40
what year
something
you
on
think?
YouTube.
So what year you think Geechee became Geechee Gotti?
Like you mean like the face, like who he is now type
Or like
shit?
when you think, yeah, like when you think, yeah, because if he started in 2016, he started in 2016.
Yeah,
What?
his first battle was in 2016.
So if it's 2016, are you saying from there on there, or did it take a year or 2 years before it was like, yo, boom? Or you giving him
Um,
2016 to 2022? It was that.
like how you were Hitman versus Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think it took. I think when he got to the Av battle, which was like late 2017, he was Geechi Gotti. I don't think he was really like great till he battled Surf.
Hmm.
Maybe the Shine battle. So that's we're talking late 2018, the beginning. So I think he was Geechi Gotti after like a year, but I don't think he was all the way great for about like 2.5.
So I said that because I be seeing a lot of y'all arguments. Like I said, I fuck with these guys. You know, I'm a competitor, so this me just competing. Be want to be like, yo, why my name? Because they be saying Geechee the fastest to become what he became. But you said from 2016, he ain't take that to 20. You say 18, right? For Surf.
Yeah, well, Surf was 2019. I think that was when he became because it's hard to kind of gauge what you're asking me because I don't want to answer it wrong. I
Uh,
think like I
I
knew
might
who
be asking
Geechee.
it wrong too.
No, I know what you're asking, but it's let me explain. So I think he was like Geechi Gotti when he battled Av. That was 3 crazy rounds. That was like a Geechi Gotti third round. He went viral, and it was versus Av. He wasn't supposed to win that or anything. So I think he was Geechi
Hmm.
Gotti then. I think we
Hmm.
like I say Surf because that was when I think Geechi became like one of those guys who everybody wanted to battle. He was super duper top tier, all
Top
that.
tier. Okay.
And it's
Uh-huh.
hard to gauge because looking back like at you versus Arsenal, you already Hitman then, but it's hard to gauge when you were actually like a superstar because I'm looking back at it. Pause.
Uh-huh. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, so if I was Hitman Arsenal in 2010, and that's when I started, but then I give you Verb 2011. So who had the fastest run to the top? That's what I'm arguing. Like, how can anybody be faster than that? If we talking about the fastest rise to superstar. If 2010 was Arsenal for me, and I started in 2009, and then I still got y'all a Verb battle in 2011. So I'd be like, I just really be having
Hey,
a hard time
hey,
No,
understanding.
that's a
Holla. Hey,
great
Holla.
point.
At the end of the
Uh,
day, bro, we just using this word consistency in our own ways because I don't know how a nigga on the list, and I'm not on the list, and I've been doing this for
yeah, so
11 years.
2010. So
11
yeah,
years, bro, at a high level, at the highest level, bro. That's like saying Damian Lillard is more consistent than LeBron. Like this is crazy
how
to me.
many
But
how many battles you got, Cal?
there's only one guy on the list who hasn't been
I
doing it
think
for as long as you,
27,
Cal.
28, something like that.
You got 28.
Hold on, let me see. Let me see.
Yeah, it probably gotta be. It gotta be
25
different work. It gotta
I
be
take
different
pride.
words.
or
I take
20
pride in I take pride in
29.
not taking bullshit battles. So I don't be
Nah, me
looking.
too. Nah, me too. Nah, I know, cause you one of the ones. You don't got no bullshit battles on your resume. Like, who your smallest name you battle?
Shit,
Briz,
probably right. Some shit
and
like
that's
that.
Probably
Or
Briz.
like
probably Heartless.
or like in the beginning,
And
like
Hollis still Hollis.
Heartless was one of
Hollis.
them
Don't
niggas.
run me over.
Heartless was one of them niggas right then though. Like
That's what I'm saying. Hollis there in the top 5 punchlines ever. And you
yeah,
saying his name might still be bigger than Briz
yeah, it might
in
be like
battle rap.
unless it's gonna be like one of my first battles or
Newborn,
like,
newborn. It might be newborn. I
yeah,
forgot
Yeah,
about
it's
yeah,
newborn.
newborn. It's
Might
newborn.
be newborn. Okay, might be newborn. But I'm saying, you see, when you get somebody who probably not on this level, it's a kill.
yeah.
So it's just like,
It's not like no debatable or nothing like that. Like,
But it's the same with these other guys. And to be honest, like everybody else on the list, Tay Rock's been doing it for how many years? Same with
I ain't
DNA,
mad at Rock.
Hitman,
that's
I ain't
even
mad at Rock.
Rum Nitty's been rapping since grind time. He just wasn't on URL.
I'm
when
saying
when
though,
Rum Nitty first when Rum Nitty first battle.
Rum Nitty probably got 60
I,
battles I've never seen.
facts. I want to say he battled on grind time and like
Mm-mm.
I don't know whenever the last year of
I
it
think that's
was.
our argument, Kyle. I think that's just our argument. It's like you ain't gonna say that about him. I know it ain't nobody else's fault, but you not gonna say, yeah, 2015 Hitman battle. We don't remember. And I need
Yeah,
to find out what I really want to argue with that, because it ain't consistency. Because we know Gotti got a lot of battles, and every time he bring it, for the most part, DNA too, even with 140. But it's like, you ain't gonna say out of 36 battles, if a battle rap fan ain't gonna never be like, oh, I ain't see that battle. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's a lot of battles of these niggas that I'm a fan of. Like, I'm a fan of this sport. I made a
yeah.
career out of this. But I can't name 70 DNA battles. I
Me,
probably can't remember Geechi about 20, 30 battles of his. That's probably just my, you know what I'm saying? I said they weren't important battles, but every single time I had to step on the stage,
it
it
was
was
stakes
damn
was
near win
high.
or go home. Yeah, it was like, man, if you lose this, they kick you out the culture. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
and
with
that's
that kind
how I
of
feel,
pressure
bro.
on me, and for 10 years, for me to been doing this that long, it can't, like, nigga can't be more consistent than that.
Never.
So
Oh,
maybe I'm arguing something else.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's I don't know. It was like Geechee in a 3 to 4 year stretch, kind of like he took guys 10-year resume and battled everybody on it in like three,
Yeah,
4 years. And
about 4
he's
years.
still he's still adding on to it. Like
Mm-hmm.
these are the only people that are top tier, god tier, anything you can name that Geechee hasn't battled yet. Hollow, Hitman, Mook, Rex, and Iron Solomon. He's battled
okay.
everybody else, unless you want to talk like West Coast Disaster, Ilmac, and Daylight. But he's battled
Yeah, no, that
everybody.
stuff. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that's why I say, bro, it probably just is based on what you feel is consistent. Like consistency for you,
Okay,
it's
but like,
it seems to me that to Greedy, consistency means coming back, giving him a show. He miss niggas and they give him what he want. He don't like niggas that's saying, you know what, I battled twice this year. I wait till next year now. But I won though. I won these two this year, and they was huge. They was some Geechi Gotti shit, or it was some some Tay Rock
mm-hmm.
shit, or these are big
Mm-hmm.
battles. Like I'm
So
not.
do Greedy, do you think so how many, okay, put it like this. How many top 10 battles of all time do you think DNA got? Or
I
could
don't
argue? We all know this opinionated, but like, if you can really think, like, you know what I'm saying? That's the top 10 battle we probably can argue. I just want to see something.
I'm gonna be real. I don't think any.
You don't think DNA got no top 10s? Let me
Nah.
see. It's disaster probably. You think it's
Okay.
disaster probably
The
top?
Disaster you could argue depending on like what your value and what they
Yeah,
because
depending on,
that's an
yeah, yeah,
iconic battle.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, that's an iconic memorial. That's a memorial.
Like
Yeah,
his ill will performance is like legendary, but it's not really like a legendary battle or
the
anything.
battle. Yeah, that's one of his top performers. Yeah, with the whole get smacked the fuck out of here. Yeah, back. So bet. So what about if you had to choose for Tay Rock?
Tay Rock got a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know him versus Hollow off the jump, him versus
Mm-hmm.
Daylight, him versus
Mm-hmm.
Calicoe, him versus
I won that.
it's debatable.
uh,
Okay.
Tay Tay Rock got
Hey man, consistency mean wins to me, Holla. I don't know.
He's got a
yeah.
lot, and I think he's just
He
got a lot of overall like super stellar performances that might not be like classic
Nah, he
battles, like
do. Nah,
his
exactly. Nah,
DNA
he do.
shit,
DNA a
JC,
goat.
Ill Will.
DNA
Nah,
definitely a
exactly.
goat.
So I said that to say this. Exactly.
You good?
Hello? He probably somebody probably calling his phone or something.
Facts. Tay Rock 2-1.
Huh? Tay Rock 2-1 on what?
versus you.
My fault, bro. I couldn't even hear y'all. What you say now?
No, we can hear you.
Man, you know Tay Rock can beat me, man.
I said now how many of you top 10 battles you think Geechi Gotti got?
If we're talking about just arguing, him and Surf's one. I think him and Surf might be his only one though.
Okay.
Him and Surf,
him and Nitty for 150K is one.
No.
That's not one.
Him and Nitty top 10. I thought they.
I mean, I could make a case for it.
it'll be top 10 if they ain't split the money.
Him and Surf, yeah. I thought they took it easy.
That matters?
No, I thought they.
Hell yeah.
I thought they took it. I ain't think they really. I don't know. So you think that battle was out of? You mean top 10? You think that was? Because I got Nitty.
I think if we're,
I got Nitty and Av.
it depends what we're arguing. Like if we're arguing like the impact and shit too, like that's on camera in front of Drake standing there, like he came out and pulled out an extra 150 grand, like they wrapped their ass off. And
you know what? I'm talking about a whole nother battle, bro. My fault.
Oh, you was talking about the one in front of like Disaster and Big T.
Yeah, my fault, bro. Hey, my fault.
Nah, you good.
Listen, I'm sure like, bro, come on. And I ain't trying to sound like, you know, nigga be sounding. I'm like, come on, bro. I'm like, what? I thought you were talking about the one that was on camera or some shit like they played at when they it was just them with like 10 other people around.
Hey, I don't know if you're looking at your phone, Hitman, but you got Marv, Let's Talk Battle Rap, Geechi, and Verb in the building.
My fault. Yeah, you know I don't know how to work. Yeah, let them. Can I make you a co-host so you can add them, bro?
Yeah, just invite me. I'll get them up.
How do I? My fault, y'all. Listen, I lost my voice too. I was arguing last night.
Nah, just click my name and it'll say invite the co-host right there.
Oh, okay, good.
I got the Bengals today.
I might get the Rams. You might got action. You might got action. Yeah, get all them up here, bro. My fault. I ain't know, bro. I thought.
Nah, I got you.
You know, Stafford win for us.
I know niggas want to argue for themselves too and talk that shit.
Hey, look, hey, fellas, look, I'm gonna be super duper quick. If you're not talking about classics, if you're not talking about like win percentages, if you're talking about just consistency, Arsenal is the most consistent battle rapper of all time.
How the fuck we forget Arsenal?
Nah.
Arsenal's the most.
Arsenal retired like 4 times.
Arsenal might be the GOAT.
Arsenal is the most consistent.
You know what?
Like,
hey, Marv, you right. I forgot about Arsenal.
Hey, look, because I say this, because Arsenal has won battles. Every time he go into battles, niggas always count him out. And nigga, there are very few, if anybody, who can be like, yo, nigga, I smoked Ars. He may have lost some. But
I'm the only one who can say that, Marv, and I'm Hitman.
And that's early,
right, bro.
What? I could name sometimes Hitman got smoked. Or not Hitman. Ars got smoked.
But it's a lot of people that got a resume too, though. It's a lot of people, but see, this is what I say about Hitman, though. This is what I say. If the nigga never has been clearly smoked, that has to be worth something, man.
It's worth a lot.
But hold up though, Verb. And this is no disrespect to Holla because he's in a different space now. But nigga, if you battling once every couple years, it's a little different. Ars is still consistently.
Be that though.
Ars is still consistently.
I got one for you. I got one for you right here. Do you know if the battles was in the Midwest, like a Detroit hub, a St. Louis hub, and a Chicago? We got a whole different kind of thing now.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
We got a whole different other plateau. Like no, because look, just think about it. A lot of niggas that go on that stage, they don't know what it's like. What we had to go through. We had to go to it. You know how easy that shit is at the crib, bro.
But look, but again, and my only argument is for Ars. I think you can make a really good argument for Tay Rock. But we talking about nigga, Ars done went to London, did the same thing. Ars went for sure. Ars done went to Canada, did the same thing. I feel like I'm talking from.
I think Arsenal partner, Marv. You're right, because he was the first.
We gotta go with that with Ars.
Ars got to be on that list.
So can I? He's on the list. Marv. He's on the list for sure. But my thing with Arsenal, when we're talking, like he's one of the greatest all time, no debate. But when we're talking just consistency, Arsenal has a bunch of different periods where he retired. He showed up with 1-2 rounds.
What was his bad stretch?
But
20,
anybody who do it,
2017 when Briz
anybody
Anybody
who
sent
who
him to
do
the
do
it
it,
that
North.
much is gonna have a bad
bro,
stretch.
you're gonna have a bad stretch. You're gonna get burnt
Anybody,
out.
there
You
is
got a
nobody
billion
that do
views.
battle rap.
You're gonna get
No,
burnt out,
I
nigga.
don't
Like
think I
legit.
don't think DNA has as many bad stretches as Arsenal
I
does.
think if you count
DNA
and this
have
is
battles
no
we don't
disrespect,
And he,
care about.
and this is no disrespect.
Arsenal has battles we don't care about. Arsenal got 150 battles. You probably know about 50 of them.
All I'm saying is if you count
You're right.
if you count
Yeah,
D,
you
if
see
you
how shut
count
the fuck up.
if you count DNA's earlier stretches, if you count his grind time stretch, if you count nigga like a lot of them early URL battles, it's the same thing. Like
okay, I'm with you, Marv. Hey, Marv, I think I am with you fully on that. But let's just really think about everything we saying. Every nigga got the same story.
Because the
respectfully,
thing
Every
go
is,
nigga
ahead.
got
Marv,
this same story who's been in multiple platforms. You see what
Respectfully.
I'm
the
saying?
thing is, Marv.
Ours
Oh,
was
you
the
go,
first
Bird.
one of us that went to the grind time side and stopped trapping. He was the first one. So you
Hmm.
gotta give him that too. But it's so
But
many.
is that related to consistency though?
Nah,
But how do
that's
you
a
be
different thing.
consistent? How do you
Yeah,
be consistent though?
yeah.
Like consistent is still
That's
based
the
on
question.
opinionated report.
That's
But
the
look,
question.
So my
What is
Bird.
consistency?
consistency kind of based on like
And
being at the
agreeing.
same level every time when the lights is on and
Mm-hmm.
and the match matters.
Hey, this
It's a lot
nigga's
of
blowing my
niggas.
noodle water. Leave me.
It's a lot of niggas who like they've been good their whole career, but they've had nights that they just shit the bed. That's
All
not
right,
Mm-hmm.
so
consistent.
hey,
Geechi,
Gotti, let me ask you
that's what
this:
I'm talking about,
What
Geechi.
about
That's what
JC?
I'm arguing.
Yeah,
I don't
JC
really
one of the
remember
most
our shit in the
consistent.
bed, bro. I ain't gonna
JC one of
lie.
the most
Look at
consistent.
you
I don't
never seen
remember our
Arsenal
shit in
versus
We
bed.
talking about we
you
No,
talking
ever
about
I
seen
never
Arsenal
said
versus
Arsenal
I
versus
never said
Briz
Arsenal shot
unknown?
the bed. I wasn't talking about
no,
Arsenal.
we talking about
Arsenal
Arsenal versus
versus
Av.
Briz unknown?
Verb
Arsenal
shot the
Arsenal
bed
versus
before.
Arsenal versus
Verb one of the niggas
Arsenal
who
versus
shot the
Av.
bed.
Like
Arsenal versus
Arsenal
Briz
versus
was a murder.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about
I mean,
Arsenal. Verb is one of the niggas who shot the bed. He never could be the most consistent ever.
but you know what though, Gotti? Hey, Gotti,
Judge
the
lost to
shit. Hey,
Jim.
hey, Gotti, listen. Let me tell you something. It's
But nah,
easy to
you a
be
legend
consistent.
though. You one of the greats.
Wait, hold on,
You one of the greats. We
hold
went
on,
to
Gotti,
war. I
hold
just
on,
said you're not one of the
hold
most
on.
consistent. You not.
Hey, look. I don't even argue that, but it's easy for you to be consistent with that level of talent you do. That's
What?
easy.
What? You
That's
what's this?
easy. That's not
I
hard,
don't
bro.
get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get
That's
what you mean.
okay. So look,
so
when you say consistent, I'm not in a consistent bracket. I'm in a whole nother type of bracket because sometimes I literally don't give
Yeah,
a
but
fuck.
this a consistent conversation. That's why I was letting them know you're not in that.
Well, see, guess what? I didn't even come in to try to be in that.
Yeah,
Like I
nah, but
said,
they asked me, they thought I was talking about Arsenal because I said niggas who shot the bed. They said Arsenal didn't. I said, nah, I'm not giving like examples that niggas
so
like Arsenal, Hitman, they didn't shut the bed. Geechi
right?
Gotti's,
so
we ain't shut them
so
beds,
Geechi,
man.
so Geechi, so
But a
Geechi,
verb,
my whole argument,
you
Geechi.
have done that
So
before. But you that's because you didn't
Gotti,
give a
wait,
fuck
Gotti,
before. You had a time where you
Gotti,
didn't give a fuck. And that
right,
right
right, right,
there stops you
right,
from
right.
being consistent. That's what I was saying.
But listen, Gotti, I'm not. I didn't walk in on the conversation. See, when you talk my stats, my shit is a whole nother level that you'll never touch. I ain't talking about
You know, don't
consistent.
say
I
that
went through
probably.
that over and
Nah,
over
don't
again.
say I'll never touch. Somebody might not. I probably already
How
done
come?
touched it.
Wait. How come? How come? Let's do it. How come?
so
Somebody else said you can say somebody else might never touch
Okay,
it like.
so let's do me and you. Let's do me and you, right?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on.
You will never be able to catch me, ever.
Why not? Why not? Why
All
not?
right. So are you ready?
You mean don't say but about millions of views or some shit.
No. Listen. You only can fight in the era that you can fight in. Don't get it fucked up. Now look, if you got here in 17 or around that time, I can't judge that era of people because that era of people is not the era of people that we came in with. But for the last 2 years, you've been having that shit in your backyard. It's way easy, bro. Way
Nah,
easy.
man, I ain't been having it in my backyard the last two. But the niggas who I
You have
battle,
no New York performances, Gotti. You can never talk to me. You got
I
to get it
battle
out of New
T Top.
York,
I
bro.
battle T Top in New York.
You ain't doing it in Webster Hall, nigga. You ain't doing it in Irving
I
Plaza.
did it in club. I did it in Queens.
Anything that's club, anything in New York don't count, Gotti. You got to go in there and go do that,
Yeah,
bro.
I did it in club. What's that shit? The one
In
motherfucking
2008, in
Yeah, I did it in
2008,
that
nigga.
club too. Come on, stop
Hey,
acting
you
like
right,
that one building
Gotti.
ain't a
Hey,
club,
Gotti.
man. With Troy Ave got shot at. What the fuck
You
is
know
that
what?
shit?
No, that
you
was
talking about
Webster Hall, Gotti.
You
You
talking about
never
Urban
been there.
Plaza? You talking
Gotti,
about
that was
Urban
Webster
Plaza?
Hall.
They
You
talking
never
about
been there.
Nah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
Urban
talking about
Plaza,
Yeah,
Urban
you never
Plaza.
been there.
They
You
be
never
in
been
that
there.
motherfucker shaking ass and doing concerts.
Yeah, and it also holds 4,000 people, Gotti. You never been there, baby. You
Look,
never
hey,
been
the
there. You
one
might
in
not
Queens
understand it.
hold 4,000 people too. I got T-Top out of there in New York. Me and Tay-Rock was in Philly. Me and Tay-Rock was in Philly. You dig what I'm saying?
I'm talking about New York City. Hey,
Me
okay,
and
all right,
Surf
got it.
was in Houston.
All
Me
right,
and
got
JC
it.
was in North Carolina.
Got it.
Me and
Got it.
K
What you
Shine was in
saying?
Orlando,
Listen,
Florida.
listen.
All my big battles
Got it.
been in
Listen,
other
listen to what you
places.
saying,
So
got
I'm
it.
saying,
Listen to what you
now I'm
saying.
saying, look, stop trying to spread that narrative like my big battles was in Cali. All my big battles before Lux been in other states.
All right, okay, wait. Hold on, Gotti. I'm not taking that from you. Hey, Gotti, when you talk to me, do I ever take something from you?
When me and you battled, it was nobody there. It was just
Okay,
so we
no.
was
But
in.
listen,
So that's
Gotti,
not a
like,
home game. That's a
look,
home game for you.
hey,
I don't rap in front of nobody.
look, Gotti. Let me tell you something. After I took Cortez in St. Louis, a motherfucker ain't been back. That's a different type of level of shit, bro. That's not that, bro. So what I
That's
I
smack.
battle
That
Arsenal in Detroit. No, we never had another battle in Detroit ever.
never, ever,
After Geechi
yeah,
ever.
battled
but
Lux in Cali, y'all are never ready to go back there now. So what's the
nah,
difference?
hell no.
Nigga,
After I
all the
beat
battles
Lux,
in Cali.
but look, after I beat Lux in Cali, but
I
after
told
I
Geechi
beat
I
Lux
want
in
to battle
Cali,
in LA.
Did he
I
battle
yeah.
told
you in
Geechi I
Cali,
want to battle
Cal?
in LA. He know that.
After
Did
I
he
beat
battle
after
I
I
you in
beat
battle.
Cali,
Lux and
Cal?
Cali, all
I
you see
battle.
right now is, man, I'm tired of the URL being in LA.
Hey,
That
I
shit
know you
trash.
right,
Let's go
Gotti.
back to New
You
York.
right, bro. Hey, Gotti, I'm gonna tell you something. You're fully right because it is a lot of complaining from the East Coast, and they had it 10
But
years.
look,
But imagine,
look, we not enemies because look, y'all went. That's what I'm saying. I be thinking people getting
My,
confused. I'm just saying, I went through the same treacherous shit. Y'all went through the same way as far as like all my matches were set up for me to lose, but I won them.
so the
okay,
difference
hey,
with me and
you
Verb,
know
so
what? Let
Verb,
me.
so put it like this. Hey Verb,
I
I got one
agreed
Verb.
that Geechi,
Verb, how many
I
battles you
agreed
got?
that you belong to be on. You deserve to be
Hold on,
on that list though.
hold on,
I agree
hold
that
on. Watch
Geechi.
this.
Yeah,
Hey
like
Hell
Verb,
yeah.
they set me
yeah.
up to lose. Like people just don't see that. Like I was put in lose situations and just won them. Like they
So
would hit me 2 weeks before and be like, oh, you got signed on motherfucking Florida, goddamn it, motherfucking volume, and he already know about it and got the whole NWX niggas is driving the buses and they taking the
We
battlers
saw that
there.
same
so
movie, bro.
NWX is on the
hey
whole
Verb,
card, and
Huh?
I'm out there
hey
by
Verb,
myself
Geechi,
and win those
hey,
battles. You feel me?
Gotti,
hey,
You talking to
Geechi.
Verb though, Gotti? I did this
Oh, you
everywhere.
did everybody.
That's what I'm saying. So I
Hey,
agree that that's what I'm saying. I'm saying we're in the same boat as far as the type of fights we had to take to get to our level. I ain't taking that from you.
Okay,
yo, hey, so look,
go ahead.
yo, let me say something right quick. So Geechi, and you right, but hey Verb, how many battles you got?
Probably 55 or something.
And I got 36. So we right at, you know what I'm saying? I do the math, 80 something plus 80 out of 80 plus 90 battles. Only 3 of them battles total been in St. Louis, bro.
That's
And I only
crazy.
battled one time, and I only battled one top tier in St. Louis one time, and that was Verb, a nigga from my city. I've
That's it.
never battled a nigga in St. Louis, bro. So my whole career has been on a road, and out of 36 battles, the smallest name of my career is bill collector professionally.
Talk
And
that
two
shit.
niggas, one nigga in front of Beanie Siegel, and another nigga from jail, and another nigga just in the studio battling. I've never battled in my home state a name, and I always been on a roll, and I always gave 100%. A nigga never smoked me for 12 years. How the fuck is that not top? That's my whole argument. That's my
No.
whole
Nah,
argument.
you
Math
one of
came,
the
bro.
most
Math came.
consistent. You
Math
one of the
came.
most
Math came.
consistent of all time. I'm
Oh,
just more consistent than you, and I'm gonna show you that one day. But at the moment though, I can't take away your accolades because you've been at the highest level for a long time. I think that's why you in my sights because I'm like, yo, this nigga right here is somebody that's really trying to stay somewhere that I don't like.
actually, Gotti and Hitman is probably like one of the next big fights everybody want to see.
Hey, may
You
I,
know
may I
what I'm
ask
saying?
a question?
I
May I
mean, I
ask a
mean,
question?
but look, let's go to Detroit for a second. They had to put their own pain in. So look, anybody from '09 to now, they pain we put in is different. I remember when Tay Rock was coming to these events and not getting the love and
Yeah.
not getting treated like Tay Rock, and he kept coming. Every nigga had a struggle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Every
that's
nigga
a
had a
I
fact.
struggle.
That's a
battled
fact.
20. I battled 26 niggas. I battled once at home
May
ever.
I, may I ask a question?
I'm literally coming
Yeah.
to New York for
Nah, I
5 years straight.
respect the whole
I'm
Midwest because y'all niggas. I'm as a fan, as a time of watching battle rap, I seen y'all have to take them trips and really like go against the grain, which and I respected that. That's what I did with the West. I'm like,
This shit got to look
when we
good
go
in
out of
there.
town, we all together. I don't give a fuck if nigga, you say you from the West, we gonna push, nigga, like,
No,
nigga,
no.
make sure we gonna give it up. And I seen y'all had that same movement, you know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
Facts.
and
That's not
during
a
the
lie.
movement, though, during the movement, I feel like we was beating niggas that they was calling the best niggas in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And we was getting wrecked with each other at all times.
that's the
You know what I'm saying?
crazy part. We started our movement against each other. Midwest Massacre.
Was the first time, and then guess what? We had no problem suiting up with each other and still going to get the smoke. We was pulling up at they shit, and we just like, nah, we gonna take what come with it.
You
What you
gotta look
mean?
at Verb. You gotta look at Verb when the Angel does Flame get up. He on a corner cold as hell.
Nigga,
That's like that don't
nigga,
count for
hey,
nothing.
and
Let
guess
me
what,
That's a
Gotti? And
fact.
guess
That's
what,
a
Gotti?
fact. That's a fact.
look, man.
And guess what? And guess what, Gotti? If I didn't consistently do that, you wouldn't be consistently here, son.
Let me ask you a question. Hey, look,
Here you go. That
let me,
nigga
I
was
mean,
waiting
that's
for
the
his
truth,
moment.
though. I mean, it's
He
not a
was
lie.
waiting on this moment.
hey, look. Let me ask you a question. My question would be in this talk about consistency. Um, if you're talking if you're talking about skill level, do wins and losses matter? Because
That's
you
what
can
I'm saying.
Yeah.
you can still be consistently you and somebody just be better that night. You know what I'm saying? So does that affect does that affect the conversation? Because
Nah,
that
I don't think so.
you do because you do because there
Nah,
are people
nah.
there are the artists.
Consistent with me is wins.
You
Okay,
That's
gotta,
what.
so
but you
look,
gotta take wins and losses with context.
So let me say this. This,
hold on,
this
hold on,
what
hold
I
on,
this,
hold on.
let
This
me
is
say
why
this
I asked.
real quick. Let
Hold on,
me
this is
ask
why
y'all
I
one
asked.
question.
This is why
If
I
I
asked because but hold on,
go
hold
ahead,
on, 1 second.
go ahead.
This is why I asked because the people like Hitman, the people like Geechi, the people like Ars, who I think and Tay Rock, who I think would be the front runners for this, like for this conversation. Look, we like if them niggas lose, that doesn't make them any less consistent.
Not at
You
all.
know what I'm saying?
No.
Like it's still going out, suiting up and giving,
But I
like
say
nigga,
this.
and giving you
I
the
But I
shit
say
every
this
night.
disagree.
though.
Because we just
But I
I
say
if
this
you
though.
just
disagree.
going off
This
winning,
why
if
this
we just
why
I
going
this
off
why my
disagree, bro.
argument. This why my argument
The
be
nigga
like
going out losing,
I
he
got
ain't
a rock in
consistent.
there. I got a rock in there. I got Hitman on there. I got niggas on. But my view is wins and loses wins and losses is sort of a thing. But my thing is once you started being a main event nigga, did you consistently stay there? Cause some niggas started there, then they became middle of the card niggas, then they became bottom card niggas, then
Because
they
they
became, you feel what
losing.
I'm saying? Because they started
No.
losing or they lost that demand. But if you stayed at that demand to where every time your number is called, you always at the top, those is the consistent niggas.
Because if that's the
Okay.
case,
Okay.
bro,
So
if
let's do
wins
this
and
then.
losses don't matter, Surf is
No.
the most consistent nigga ever. Then
that's not true though, because we've
No,
seen
because Serve has performances out of
Yo,
muted that.
I muted everybody because I want everybody to listen. Let's all talk at once. I know we got it's a lot of big wigs, big names in here. Everybody got a, you know what I'm saying, big voice. Let everybody talk. Let everybody get their point across so the conversation can go smoothly because I want to hear what everybody got to say because there's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, legendary names in this motherfucker. So everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's it. How I turn that shit back off? I mean, back on. My
Yep,
fault.
I got you.
I got all right.
Respect.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if a win and loss don't matter, and it's just about if you gonna stay the main event type nigga, how Surf not mentioned?
Yo, can I say something about wins and losses mattering and consistency and longevity? I feel like one name that kind of gets lost in this conversation is like Ilmac, because like he's been doing this for like at least almost 2 decades
Come out of
now,
here.
with real accolades, real names, and big wins like Iron Solomon, JC, Chilla,
that nigga legitimately left.
A
He
Ward,
legit left.
like
No, I think,
Flair.
but the only argument that I have, the only argument that I would have with Ilmac, and this is no knock to him because I think he's an incredible writer, but it's just he hasn't translated everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So if the argument is staying in your backyard and fighting, is like, yo, everybody know how to hoop in a backyard is, but until you go to the court, nigga, up the street and test yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a little different. That would be my argument with him. That would be my argument with the Source. You know what I'm saying? Like I do think they are consistent, but when you talk about the grand scheme of things,
But
I
you know,
think they're at a disadvantage.
I can say with Ilmac, at
Do,
least he's been outside a little bit more than Tesors. Like he's been on RBE, he's come to New York, he's got the names. Like like you go down his names, it's like wait, there should be no question about.
But you did say a name. You did say a name that I think we all forgot. And if that's the case, Iron Solomon should be in this conversation.
is
How?
Mook considered
What?
consistent?
No, he's nowhere near this
See,
conversation.
when y'all
Okay,
say these other names, that's why I'm saying for you to even be considered you if you ain't take over the main league, meaning you have to at least come take over the main. It's the NBA. So no knocking nobody, but if you ain't take over that league while going off the others, it's impossible to be the main consistent when the best talent is. If we all know what the best talent is, if we all know what the best talent is in the battle rap culture, we all can, whether motherfuckers agree or not, it's the NBA. So if you ain't been over there and dominated at least a couple battles, because a lot of us has went to other battles, Marv, Grind Time, Indicated, URL,
So, so just
Mm-hmm.
to confirm, does that exclude like Daylight and Disaster from this combo? Because they've only battled on
and
URL twice.
Yeah,
and
Daylight's
the
not
thing, yeah,
consistent.
the thing is, a lot of people get them a lot of credit. I always been hard on that kind of credit because I feel like if you ain't really came over here and did what you supposed to do, and then when you have came over here, the battle's been it's like I'd be hard on you. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight the best fighters in the world consistently.
Okay, so
That's a fact.
Holla,
That's
may
a
I ask
fact.
you this? May I ask you this? May I ask you in 20 years, 20 maybe close to 20 years, Iron Solomon has had one bad battle. Iron Solomon has had one bad battle, and he's been on all of
What,
these stages.
what's his
He's
resume?
he's competed.
I got to know his
He's
resume. What's his
competed.
resume?
Yeah. Like what's his biggest okay, how many main events he got on URL,
Okay,
nigga?
but see, and then
He
that's where it becomes
doesn't have.
gray area.
He only
But
has
the
one
thing
URL.
about it
That's
is
where
he
because if you're talking about star power and consistency are two
I ain't
totally
talking about
different
star
things.
power. I'm talking about
yeah, but
I'm
no,
talking
You know
but
about
what I'm saying?
Marv, in
who
So my
you
20
out here
so my
years,
having great battles against. That's my whole thing.
okay,
and how many battles is it?
so my thing, people thought when he walked into the Rum Nitty battle he was going to get
Uh-huh.
smoked.
Oh,
There are people.
People
There
didn't
are
Why?
feel
people.
like that.
No, there are
No,
people
nobody
for
felt like
sure.
that. I know.
People did not feel like that.
I definitely heard that just because of being an older nigga and him not being able to keep
No,
up.
that's how people
No,
felt this time.
I'm sure
That's how people
people
felt.
definitely
That's
felt like that,
legit
but
how
that
people
wasn't like
felt.
the narrative. People
That's
were just like,
legit
"This
how.
is a random battle."
No, people was like, "Oh, yo, he's this. This is the get him out of here battle." And
No,
there are a
people
lot
thought
of
it was
people.
random.
There are a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Who give him that battle? You know what I'm saying? My thing.
Okay. Let me ask you this though. But if you get your biggest moment that you ever gonna have and you drop the ball, you can't go inconsistent. That
But
don't make sense.
but he hasn't. And again, I'm just throwing a name out there. It's not necessarily
yeah, that's a
true.
good thing. Now say what you saying
You know what I'm
again,
saying?
Marv, because I gotta go. What
Okay.
you arguing for, Iron?
So my thing. So from every era, we're talking about DVD. We're talking about grind time. We're talking about King of the Dot, and he has the smack battles. Other than the Murder Mook battle, which was a shitty performance on both sides, in my opinion. Iron Solomon has always, and we're talking about the big moments with Ines, the big moments with Math, him still being viable on this platform today. Niggas still calling him out like, yo, this is the battle I want to have. Like he has to be in this conversation, in my opinion.
Oh,
Now, if you talk about what his resume is, I can't necessarily rattle off.
Well, he took a 5 year break. I mean, that immediately excludes him from the combo
Hey, he
for
don't
me.
fuck with breaks. He don't fuck with breaks.
I didn't know it was a 5 year break, but I was finna say I knew earlier he got his flowers because coming like back then around it was Iron Solomon. But my son, like now, like within the next 5 6 years, how many times have you been on big cards with matches that mattered and then you know what I'm saying and delivered?